Hi guys, thank you for joining me once again with another fragrance review. Now, in this video we are going to look at Versace the Dreamer. This fragrance is old school. It's been around for a very long time and there is the possibility that you may have owned it yourself in the 90s, and purchasing a bottle now may even bring a few memories fluttering back. Because this was released back in 1996. Which was really a great year for fragrances. It was the year that fragrances like Acqua di Gio by Giorgio Armani came out. And this was sort of Versace's big fragrance of the day. Because it's been around for a very long time now, it is incredibly cheap. You can pick a bottle with for about £20 in the UK, which is really nothing. And to be fair, it is a top-notch fragrance, which you won't be disappointed, I don't believe, for that price. Granted, it's not going to blow your socks off. This is a kind of unique fragrance. So if you're into fragrances, particularly if you like tobacco fragrances, I think this will tick all the boxes for yourself. But it isn't going to be mass pleasing, I don't think. I don't think it's something that, despite selling well and being around a long time, I don't think it's ever really going to be a real sort of mass market fragrance as much as such. But anyway, that's just my opinion. So what can we say about this fragrance? Well, I think one place where we should start with is the notes themselves. So just give you a quick run through. The top notes are lavender, mandarin orange and sage. In the middle we have tobacco, carnation, rose and geranium. And then in the base we have fir, tonka bean, vetiver and cedar. Now, we mentioned the tobacco there. This is very much a tobacco fragrance, but the lavender makes it very comforting. I've personally sprayed my bed sheets at night with this one because it does relax me quite well. It is a nice bedtime fragrance, I would call it. It does have a bit of a floral vibe though, and that really I think comes from the middle notes. Not the tobacco as such, but the carnation, the rose and geranium give it a floral yet powdery vibe, but with the lavender and tonka bean really being the main notes that pump away and do the real work. Is it masculine? No, not really. I think with this fragrance, it could lean more towards unisex. I don't see it being that bad a thing if a woman was to wear this. And one thing you will notice if you wear this as a guy is that women do like it. But it isn't one of those kind of like amazing sort of, attraction type of fragrances. I think women like it because it does lean a bit feminine, so possibly they would maybe want to wear it themselves. So compliments are good, but slightly unusual. Moving on to presentation. Well, there's not much you can say. You see the bottle in front of you. At face value, it is a very nice bottle, but up close, it is a bit plasticky around the edges. The head on the Versace head is just a sort of plain plastic. It's a little bit tacky, in my opinion. But bottles don't really mean anything. They're just a container for the juice. And the juice is really what you want. So, as we've seen with some recent releases from a well-known YouTuber, presentation is not everything, although I've not smelt that fragrance from that recent YouTuber, so presentation could be all that fragrance has got, as dumbed down that is. Anyway, so what else can we tell you about this fragrance? Well, longevity. Longevity, very good. I would say solid 7.5 out of 10, maybe even 8. It's one of those unusual fragrances, not unusual, actually unusual, one of those sort of fragrances where you may become nose blind to it and think it stopped working, and then somebody will come on in and smell it, and then weirdly later on, when you're not expecting, you get a whiff of it yourself, and it's still there in the background. But sillage is moderate. I mean, incredibly moderate. You're probably not getting more than arm's width, arm's length out of this, if that. Even when you first sprayed it, it's not, huge. But as I've always said, you wear fragrances for yourself, not to impress people from half a mile away. In terms of settings, well, for me, this I would say is a casual evening fragrance. Probably works well more in the spring and the autumn, so when nights are cool but not cold. Wouldn't wear it to work. I don't think it really, I don't think it has a freshness that would allow it to work on that basis. But one of the main things, as I say, with this is it's a great fragrance. It's also incredibly cheap. It's been around a long time, but for me, it doesn't smell dated. So maybe one to try out. And if you do blind buy it, you're not really going to be too disappointed, because even if you don't like it too much, you haven't spent a lot of money. Anyway, that's all from me for now. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you check out my other videos, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.